Alright, so the other day I was wondering how far the Reddit rabbit hole I can go, because Reddit is a website that allows you to create your own community, and I found this website called the Jehovah Witnesses subreddit. So let's check it out. Also, my grandfather is a former Jehovah Witness, so yeah, let that sink in. Here's an interesting one. I have a question. Can a non-binary person be a part of the categorization if they are heterosexual? I wonder what the comments say. Alright. If that person is non-binary, meaning identification as neither a man or a woman, what does it even mean to be straight? To me, this is like asking, I was born as a male, but I identify as a gay woman, and hence I am interested in women. Is that allowed? Can your whole witness be non-binary person? I don't understand your question. Right as the current part, did you get auto creation in the part that you can kebab edit? I wanted to say up front that I think that that I don't know how to accurately teach the answer. So, does anybody have at least a vision they can relate? I think it's good question because it's Persia's favorite 9/11 scripture. Interesting. There are a lot of encounter. A non-binary who's straight are allowed to categorization. Let's see what this one's all about. So, I'm having a bit of a mental crisis recently. I've been POM for a couple of years. I woke up late and left the org, and I haven't given them much for since because I know they are a misguided cult. However, now that I've been out of and some to go come in terms with the trauma of growing up a Jehovah's Witness, I have questions and doubts about God. Is there anyone out there that still believes in God? I feel like I love the idea of God, but it just doesn't make sense to me. However, can humanity start in parasites and ends in this crap of a world? Because one checked ate some fruit. How is her sin anything to do with me? I don't ask to be born into this. I don't understand why I need to prove my love for a God who has created this problem and yet is supposed to love him. Why has God had the powers to protect little kids or anyone for that matter? Why wouldn't he because he's in a pissy match with an angel he made? I feel like if other Jehovah Witnesses had to endure the abuse like we are maybe just did on here, they would have such a different tone. However, it all such a different tone about it all. However, how do you feel so confident in the Bible? Evolution makes no sense to me, but God also seems to be in spiritual. Asking her here instead of ex-Jehovah Witnesses, because I think there are some God believers here, where our ex-Jehovah Witnesses is mostly atheist. Please do explain to me why God makes sense to you. How do you have so much faith in the Bible a man printed? Maybe something will click to me, or at least it have some pace of a mind, an atheist. Seriously question. Please no trolls today. What if God wanted to make a bad guy for him to defeat? Think about the entirety with 100% peace. At some point it get boring. Okay, that makes no sense to me, but whatever. Nah, too long. Are you a defred or officially defred? The great thing is you left the Jehovah Witness organization. Now you're on the road to recover. No one can answer your question, but whoever is encountered you to begin to reading God's words and take notes along the way. Before doing so, pray and ask God for His help to guide you. After you have read the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelations, I'd love to hear you again. So can we compare the notes best? Yeah, I know. Sorry, this is happening too. It's the worst. I feel you. I've been through that. Have you through getting therapy or trying a new hobby or making projects always helped me. But with this, the only thing you can do is to prove it to yourself that Jehovah's words is always there. I hope you find an answer. Stay soon. The only thing GW can prove is disordered information about God's words. Will it end? I spent 30 years believing anyone not a Jehovah Witness was a bad person. Mentally mentally disrated, mentally diseased, and marked for death. I woke up and left the organization about 5 years ago, but not even I logically know. I'm not doing anything wrong. I can't seem to shake the ingrained feeling of low self-worth. I feel no guilt because I have seen for myself how missed the witnesses are, but I can't seem to seek old childhood coordination. That sucks. So, have you thought of getting therapy? Sorry, that happened to you. Feeling low is the worst. I've been through that real. I feel you. I think taking to someone or getting a new hobby are always ways to help be safe. I have a question. Can't. Oh wait, never mind. Hmm. I wonder what the comments say to this one. Although somewhat crude, I have often say SJWs eat up anything by the government body. Over 11 generations is a good example. Submod, that's not the only evidence. You are the mod, after all. I'm not going to read the edit. Are Jehovah Witnesses hypocritical to brothers? Let's see about this. Jehovah Witnesses use drugs, caffeine, personally personification pills, and cough syrup, and they say drugs are witchcraft. But the only drug they go after is cannabis and alcohol, for the record. And seen grown on an herb God created and his blessing, and everything should not be abused, but used by the love of God. Because they and us are still human, and as humans we develop some opinions or get sworn to other beliefs instead of developing our reasons, skills. However, it's also missing if so and so makes you brothers makes your brother stumble to remove it, something along those lines. I suppose it's important to remember that that we're all sinners. I was explained a while back, and honestly, I had been a blessing. Make up my own mind. That's true. After all, that's what brings everyone towards such a communist search of truth. There are many ways to be hypocritical. I wouldn't say a pre-seed that is disabled to coffee and alcohol and such. However, there are many brothers that think very black and white, and therefore turn out to be judgmental to others, while saying the judgmental should only come from Jehovah. That is already hypocritical. Okay, I'm gonna read one more, and then we're gonna move on. My dad was a Rainstead after years of being disfellowship. He wanted to read the book he had my mom study when they first joined the Jehovah Witnesses. It was called From Parasite Lost to Regain. He had to go on eBay to buy it. Published in 1958, he was shocked at the changes that were diminished after a new light. Either apply it all exactly as laid out, or don't apply it. I don't get it. Let's see what this got. How did you reach to the video of Toni Morris spending $1K in donation funds? Let's see here. Toni didn't do anything wrong. Toni is imperfect. It's submitted to me leaving the blog. Toni is blood guilty. I wasn't really surprised. I already know about the corruption. I was surprised. Okay, I don't know who Toni Morris is or what he did, so we're just gonna skip that one. Let's see what this one reads. Wake up. It's all over. The end of the world is over. You look around, nobody. You don't remember where you are, and it doesn't look familiar. You're looking around all over the place, and suddenly you see somebody. The first person you see is someone you were shunning, and when all of this, sorry. How did you think you feel? How do you act? How will you still continue to shun them? This could be a question for any Christian in general, but especially because Jehovah Witnesses claim to be the true version of the Bible. What about the gossip of Mary? Witness or not, the gossip of Mary is genocidal. When did Jehovah Witnesses claim to be the true version? All scriptures are in praise by God, so all Bible doesn't matter. What versions are true? Lol, what on earth? I've only heard them claim their tradition is the most accurate. They argue a few words change the meaning of a scripture, so their version is the most accurate. Most accurate in the word by a word translation. Yes. The true version? No. Because not a single word is mistranslated, and all of the Bible are true. Many of us still use the version of the Bible to cross the versions in our public. Talk to some versions gives a better wording or fill it into the scriptures. It's not true. We claim that others are the Bibles are true. It's ridiculous. I know Jehovah Witnesses celebrate Mother's Day. Let's see about this. I don't understand why JWs are allowed to wear wedding rings, which originates from pagan culture, but are not allowed to celebrate Mother's Day. Why is that forbidden? And what the other? It's because of the double standards that are prevented in a lot of do's and don'ts. If you don't research anything, you'll realize that the fact of that ritual, second president of Witchtown, descended from women and a managed rampage magazine. Example, Watchtown, 1941, September 15th. Why then should a man has the prospect before him, beginning of the great war, the great multiplication, and how tie himself up on a stake, bones in a hog of a hair? This is a question from the JF. Rutherford Ford in a convention. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. I forgot. Alright, I'm back. There were used to be pagans as part of their subjugation belief that a vein ran from the third figure disgrace to one's heart. Sorry, everyone. It was part of false religion. They also used rings to murder people with a spring and poison. Shaking a person's head would kill a guy. I believe paganism is against God, so by using wedding rings, they are using a tradition made by still practiced by pagans. They say birthdays are forbidden because some chick asked for a head. Well, how is the rings any different? Why isn't one justified? Not the other. Just because some guy says so? Okay, this is too long, so I'm just gonna read the first paragraph. They were used by pagans as part of their spiritualization, believing that a vein ran from the third. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, never mind. I don't understand why JWs are allowed to wear wedding rings, which originates in pagan culture, but they're not. Why not celebrate your moms every day? Why is not celebration Mother's Day? I'm a Jehovah Witness. I personally say no that there is not a compilation mix as well, and politics shouldn't be a part of religion. What do you guys think? Let's get some different opinions. Okay, religion politics mix. Only with a slash of vodka. That is not a combination that mix well. Well, have you tried it with the real vodka and all of that cheap stuff? Even if it's better, it's Russian. And a twist of lemon. Almost forget about the lemon. Well, alright, that's a different opinion. Politics shouldn't be a part of religion. But I thought you said they shouldn't. What can you explain your saying? Yes, the Old Testament is about politics of Israel. It's about kings, judges, etc. America was founded on Christianity. Read the Mayflower Compact. When the people of the nation turn their back on God, He will give us bad leaders like Bush, Clinton, Obama the Muslim. I see Trump as a mercy, a one last chance for us to turn around. Okay, before I go any further, please don't harass any of these people. I don't want to get in any dispute or anything, so please don't harass these people. Alright, this is just for fun and games. Americans have been loosening their liberties for the last 120 years because they are turning their hearts away from God. One of the judgments He has been victory. If we had a real Christian in office, abortions wouldn't have been legalized. Muslims would not be given the red carpet. Prayer wouldn't have been banned in schools. The theory of evolution wouldn't be taught in schools. Feminists and transgenders wouldn't be so popular. And so who particularly satanic rituals would be excused. Alright, thanks for explaining. I don't know who this got to do with Trump, but alright, no judgment here. You're asking about politics. Why wouldn't I mention the President of the United States? Alright, interesting. Exactly. My point, if you care to read this point, at least I know you will be an enemy of God. and fight the lamb on the side of the government. When the time comes to you, your side is chosen in the comments you made on this page. Thanks for making that clear. You want to make the Satan's system better and protect it. Please stop praying for the kingdom to come. You're a traitor to God and a lamb. You know nothing about the Bible. You're the last person to lecture anyone about God. Ha! You people make me laugh. That's hilarious. Oh wait, were you actually serious? I'll have to know that you're the last person to try to speak because you make a counterpoint. So I'm pretty sure if you can't even defend your own belief, that's not the best way to speak, right? Ooh, Animal Crossing. Let's see about this. Hello, I'm looking into my grandmother's Animal Crossing on the Nintendo 3DS as a gift because I found the game really smooth to play myself. I'm looking for the opinions on the game from JWs so that I don't accidentally give her something that will be offensive to her. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna give my opinion. I haven't played Animal Crossing, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing offensive about the game. I mean, what I do know is that you're running your own town and you're collecting fishes, you're collecting apples and whatever. So I don't know much about Animal Crossing, but just look at some gameplay footage and I'm sure it's harmless. The Animal Crossing New Leaf video game has a wiki. It says players in the mayor, the theme of the Bible, is a victim of Jehovah's surrogatory by means of the kingdom. Year 1023, pre 1412, 1625. That means don't be a mayor. So who knows what you think. Live your life and don't come to these people to help you make all of your decisions. If she enjoys it, great. If not, then she doesn't have to play it. At least you're being thoughtful and caring. I just wanted to ask a few people on the subreddit so that I can be a better informed. And there are a part gift she'll actually like, but go off, I guess. I grew up in this range from her because of my parents' religion, so I have literally no idea about SJW culture. Jehovah Witness culture. SJW is a different story, but anyway. But I wanted to connect with my grandma now that I am an adult and out of religion entirely. I've never played the game, but you don't have to defend yourself about it not being a holy day or a birthday gift. Only God can judge you. Hope you find about it and give it a nice gift. It's probably against their belief because it would be too time consuming and take you away from your community. Joke aside, it shouldn't be offensive to Jehovah Witnesses. Just get it, man. It sounds like a sweet present. Yeah, just get it. There's nothing offensive about it, I'm sure. Serious question. If you can change one thing about a Jehovah Witness, what would that be? Actually, let's see. That's like asking if you could change one thing about Hitler and the Nazi regime. And why you wouldn't change anything about the Nazis. That's serious, not cool. Don't realize you would if you were a Nazi sympathizer. Lol, no. There are so many things wrong with the Nazis and Jehovah Witnesses. Changing one thing wouldn't be enough. You don't have to complain extermination from them, the extinction. This Navy wants to get rid of us and our way of life. Get 'em, boys. I would change the disfellowship policy and stop the shunning. This would ruin the families. The cult has split apart. Let people leave without losing everyone they would love and give their members more freedom to think, reason, and research on their own. I can't imagine a Senate God with loving witnesses, and living in fear that I would lose my sons for asking the wrong question. The only thing I wish I could change is my life. I wish I would have woken up earlier in my life and really live my life the way I saw fit. Probably being more open to the BDSM and okay, we're just gonna skip this one. Knock knock. I saw like 3 of these posts. What is this? Nothing out of the ordinary for us by knocking comparison. I mean, not during these times, but alright. True. Have you been hoping, brother? Can't tell if you're serious. I'm building a studio for my business right now. How about you? I get that a lot. I've been recovering the house. Got majority cabin and cabin fever. Always good to keep business, given the circumstances. Yeah, because we're still in quarantine right now. As a Jehovah Witness, have you been bullied in school? Wait, is child abuse still in our... Actually, I want to read this one. Yes, what made it even worse is the fact that I'm the only child that was homeschooled. Bullying can be very difficult and long-lasting effect on a child. How is that God is love? I've been bullied so much I was invited to give an interview to a convention of all of them about the shit I went through for my life of belief. My dad left me. Not really, because now people have the idea of actually respecting people's choices on religion and crazy. Alright, well, I'll keep the stream going for a little bit. Why does Newton 1820 through 22 not apply to Jehovah's Witnesses? They get around it by saying anything or all of the following. Jehovah's Witnesses do not complain to be inspirited prophets. They have made mistakes like the apostles of Jesus Christ. They have at the times had some wrong explanations. Matters of the correct viewpoint only have been needed. They have been relatively minor when compared with the vital Bible terms. With that, they have discriminated published. Okay, I just lost interest in this one, so we're just gonna skip. How can I go without making my dad cry? I'm okay with being shot. It will have no problem for, since I live with my mother. My dad has a happy family and is having a good life. He's okay being JW. I don't want to wake up him. Just don't wake to make him sad because he really thinks I'm going to be destroyed. Can I get a witness? I don't know. Can you? Interview about SJW life. JW life. Hi, I'm a student and I need to study a culture. I would like to interview a JW about their daily life and culture. This is anonymous and private. It will be a short interview about your life and how your life might be different from a non-SJW. JW, why do I keep saying that? If you want to help me, please contact me on Reddit or comment. Thank you. I consider you to be both current and former member of the community. Feel free to DM. JW is not a culture. Don't waste your time. JW will only register what the governing body allows them to share. I speak from experience. I'm married to one. I recommend praying for them. You may consider taking to ex-members. It will be hard to extract the truth from active members. They will reply with propaganda, hiding actual customs. Please, they approach their own loading language and modify with will they make results even better. Google the truth about the truth. What are you researching as a cult? An exclusive cult. Ex-cult members usually have a lot to say about. Be ready for some horrifying stories. Also curious, I am interested in Jehovah Witnesses. Wait, if you can't go to a meeting 8 p.m., how do you feel? That's pissed off. Just go to the store. Just go show the church is the people, not a building, and a personal relationship with God. Imagine yourself on a destruction island, not alone. Good morning. Are JW social disgration? Are they still preparing to the store? Relative, but the Zoom meetings are more intimate than I apologize. Alright, I think I'm gonna go read one more post and then we're gonna leave. Breads, nah. Actually, let's read over about the one with the brainwashing. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, let's read this article and then we're gonna call it a day. I was a JW for years as a child. My dad used to tell me, don't worry. Don't worry. Argument could come tomorrow. No more school. I thought this was all normal, but now it's not. I was a junior high school, age 5. I know this is a rather crap story, but it shows how and when you get brainwashed. When I was 12, I was on the ministry knocking doors, and Mr. Essex told me that Satan was an argument of Satan. At the time, I thought he was an idiot. I reasoned in my own mind that dog was allowed on argument of God. I was lucky. I had my own brain telling me not to get baptized, and I'm now free to do all messed up rubbish. My brother wasn't so lucky. He got brainwashed, then baptized at duty's assignment hall, partly to impress his parents and friends, of course, but also because he believed it. My parents have rejoiced, and to this day, they watch the mind-numbing broadcasting and attention mean pre-corona. I have seen my friends shunned by their own families. My brother shunned his best friend, watched the previous best friend die from not having blood after a serious addiction. Oof. This cult is not harmless. They are far from it. They ruin lives. My own father will not call me. My mother rarely calls me, maybe once a year. JWs always seem so nice and friendly and welcoming on the outside. They even believe this is how they act. It couldn't be a sponge. If you're a Jehovah Witness, get out while you still can. Wake up. They are not your brothers. Friends are not some brainwashed robots that will turn your on you if you dare question their faith. Most SJs, JWs, shash around within their own kingdom hall. Feel your rest and say sorry and it's all okay. They regularly get pissed. Probes help them cope with depressing and end of world crap. Jehovah Witnesses is not the truth. If there is a God, I'm sure he would be totally disgusted by Jehovah Witness. I know how hard it will be. You've then been lied for years. I told that the end of the system will be there soon, but I'm afraid you need to wake up and try to propaganda yourself. Anyway, want to have similar experience. I wonder what the comments say. So glad you made a wise decision. John 30:36. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but who rejects the Son will not see the life, for God's wrath remains. I feel you on so many levels. Leaving was the best decision I ever made. I never looked back and never missed anything about the cult. There's a God, and He is sending all the JWs to hell. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all next time.